Hey y'all, it is me, Stop Dropping Roll On, and I am checking in. Um, I hope everybody is doing fine. I'm doing just fine. And I was checking in with intention number 5. I told y'all, I was going to do everything I can to keep this going, and I'm not having any problems with it at all. But I wanted to just kind of talk a little bit. I have always been a person that didn't have a big sleep requirement. For some reason, my mom, myself, my brother, we all function really, I won't say well, but adequately with between 4 to 5 hours of sleep. And all nighters, especially, when I was in school and stuff, that was really no problem for me at all. I mean, I can't tell y'all how many times I stayed up and then went and tested, or stayed up and, you know, went and did what I needed to do, and I wasn't biting people's heads off and acting a monkey or nothing like that. It was just like another day. Now, when I crash, after I reach my limit, which is usually, I finally found out my limit one time, and this was like way past all that. Um, I had I'll just say call, and 36 hours, and I was like, I could feel it, I could feel myself getting ignorant, and I could feel myself getting, and I just kind of kept an eye on what the time frame was, because it wasn't any backing out of it or getting away with it. You just did time and you got it done, and then you moved on. Anywho, so I know what my limit is. I haven't been back there since then, because the way that I felt, it wasn't nothing right. And if I'd have been let loose in the public, they would have had a poster somewhere with my picture on it saying public enemy number, probably number 5 at that point. It was probably four more people more treacherous than I would have been. But mine would have just been because of sleep deprivation. Okay. So anyway, as you get older, you start reading stuff about, you know stuff, but then when you start reading about, how much your body, sleep your body requires, number one. And I know the importance, we just group everything together and say, oh, you just need to rest, you just need to rest. But that is a reparative time, where things regenerate themselves or start the regeneration process, and you're not expending energy, so things are more efficient and able to do what they need to do in that particular vein. And so I decided that instead of continuing on with my ratchet sleep patterns, that I would try to hone these things in and make them be a little bit more toward the normal edge. And so I decided that I would create a nighttime ritual, which is something that I honestly have never had. And so I just thought that it was strange, because I got to thinking about that, and I started, wondering. I was like, Pierre, he can come in here and he can lay down, and I'm telling y'all, 5 minutes, he is out, and it's not for play. I, on the other hand, have to really pay attention, and I cannot override my regular sleep cycle, because if I do, I will technically, honestly override it, and it will be hours upon end before I'm able to circle back to a point where I can, where I can be sleepy enough to actually go to sleep, and then to maintain restful sleep. REM sleep is sometimes hard for me to come by, because I sleep really, really light. And sometimes, like if Pierre has to go out early, then when he gets up, technically I'm up, and it could be 5 hours or something sometimes before my day, my work day starts. And so technically, by the time I get started work, I'm already, I've already been up for an extended amount of time. So I decided that rest is important, that I needed to give rest the, what would you say, the respect that is due. I say respect, my little first and second pod, respect. And I know where they got it from. They told me where they got it from. This is a bunny trail I'm going down. But I reserve the right to put the T on the end of it. They always doing stuff. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk about them. So I decided that I would build a sleep station. Just something that ushers in sleep, and I would just really start the process early. Now, I found some lavender body soap that is organic that I do like. It's liquid. And Dr. Bronner makes one, anything with lavender. And lavender is like my go-to smell. But there's, some people don't like the smell of lavender. Some people are allergic to it or whatever have you. And so there are other alternatives for restful sleep and calming and things of that nature. And so I'm going to, show y'all. I'm going to come back and show y'all my little area. It is nothing fancy. Trust and believe me, okay? Because the whole idea is for me to not to be, tripping looking at this stuff is supposed to be serving a purpose, which is to help me go to sleep. This is one of those things, and I'm not gonna be able to demonstrate it per se, but just this is for your hands and it's for your feet. It works on both, for the top of your hands and the top of your feet. And you run these little things along along your hands, and for some reason it's spaced just right where it hits along those tendons where you have a tendency to kind of have a little tightness and stuff, especially if you do keyboarding and things of that nature, or you use your hands a lot. I use my hands a lot. And so this is really a helpful little thing. And for your feet too, you can just kind of feel the little tension just kind of going away. Now I got this thing at Tuesday morning, and I paid $2.99 for it. And it says that it's physical therapy approved, okay? So I jumped on that. That's one thing. I will be right back. Hey, y'all. Now I'm back. And so, and I'm going to show y'all, don't pay no attention to it. This is my leg. But you just run the thing like that, okay? And that's how it goes, but it's, like I said, you running it along your tendons and stuff like that. So, bingo boingo on that. I don't normally burn a candle, but I'm going to turn the light out in a minute just so you can see, the one of these elements up here. I always put on Carmex. Carmex don't have no sedative in it or do nothing but except for keep me from waking up in the morning with lips that look like I've been out in the desert chasing after camels. That's the only reason why I'm putting Carmex on at nighttime. This is something that I think Origin still sells this. I'm not really sure. This is part of their sensory therapy line, but I have had this bottle of stuff for a really long time, and it works really well. It's called Peace of Mind. I don't know if I can get this to focus really well or not. Sorry if I can't, y'all. Let's see. There it goes. But it's a little, little nozzle right here, and you clip this. It's a clip right here, and this locks it so it doesn't like discharge without you pushing this down. Like I push it down, ain't nothing gonna come out because this clip is on here. But this has kind of like a it's kind of pepperminty feeling, but for some reason you think it would stimulate you, but actually what it does is it does relax you. The instructions are for you to put it on your pulse points and put it up right up underneath your nose, your cupid bowl area, and it's actually like a little thing of like aromatherapy. This is an essential oil, and this one is by Windmere, and this one is a stress relief, and it is let me see if I can. Me and this focusing on this thing sometimes. There we kind of go right there. Anyway, it's ylang ylang. Probably mispronounced that like I always do. Lavender, black pepper, petitgrain pine, clary sage, and vetiver. And that's what this mix is. And it smells pretty good. It's kind of like a little woodsy smell or something, but it is relaxing. This is my number one go-to, baby. This is lavender, okay? And this is an essential oil as well. And then I have the essential oil of bergamot. And I like the smell of bergamot. It is to me, it's a calming smell, and actually, it's one of those smells that it says, lively, inspiring, and uplifting. But for me, I don't get that response from bergamot, and I think that it more has something to do with the fact that that is a smell that is familiar to me from my childhood. We had hair grease that smelled like bergamot and things of that nature, and I always I just have a little flashback or throwback type thing that goes on with that. This thing back here, I also got it Tuesday morning. This is the back of it, and I'm going to show you, like, got this little thing, and you just slide your hands up in there like that. And I actually, for some reason, I like the way this thing feels. And you just, just kind of run it over your legs, your thighs and stuff. They say for cellulite. I ain't using this for cellulite. My shoot. I'd be sitting up here rubbing for about 9,000 years trying to, let me not talk about myself. But anyway, I'm just saying, it's very good for on your shoulders and on your back. I mean, it is very relaxing. It's almost like it's a massage is basically what it is, and it's just some individual balls. And again, this is something I got at Tuesday morning, and it's on the same line as this, so therapy approved. And this, I think I paid I want to say $3.99 or $4.99 for. And these are just, like I said, metal balls, and they just roll freely over, and I ran it all up and down my arms and then just laid back. Okay, now I'll say, y'all know, like I know, that if you want to go to sleep, and I'm not, you read your Bible, you're supposed to do that anyway. But when all else fails, if you start studying the Word of God, you're going to go to sleep. This is Pierre's Bible that his mom gave him when he left home. And I have it over here, and this is the book I'm reading. And so I'm just like, this is something else. So I keep that. That's just the right, perfect size and everything. Now I'm getting ready to turn the light out. And the reason why I turn the light out is because I'm turning this on. This is my other little thing here. And if you look really close, you probably can see, yeah, there it goes. This is a diffuser. These lights, this particular one will function with or without the light action. Okay, you just a matter of pushing the buttons. The light changes, and I have lavender essential oil in here. And this will run for up to 4 hours at a time, and it'll automatic shut off. And so, y'all, I'm just sharing with you all my my little nighttime ritual that I have. And I think that I've been doing this now for approximately a week. And I have really noticed a difference in my ability to go to sleep, my ability to really get restful sleep. And actually, it kind of gives me something to look forward to too, because I know that I'm taking care of myself by getting more rest. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you all intention number 5, which is to get some more Z's. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.